Hello everyone, and welcome to Mystic Moonstone's weekly angel card reading. The duration for this reading is the 24th through to the 30th. Let's have a look and see what the cards have in store for us this week. First card we have is Archangel Raziel, and it's Divine Mystery. Archangel Raziel is the mystic of the angels, so sometimes when that card comes up, it can be about listening to signs, feeling things, just kind of working with our intuition. Let's have a look, let's get a little bit more on that. Okay. And we have the Angel of Expression. Speak your truth and express yourself clearly. So again, as I was saying about working with your intuition, on this card you have the dark going into the light, and it may be that you need to listen to your intuition in order to say something that needs to be said, something that you felt for a while, or something that you just feel you can't bottle it up anymore, but you don't know how to say it, and sometimes you need to listen to your intuition to get guidance on how to say it. It may be that it's somebody else who expresses something to you. Okay, if you're working on a spiritual path, it may be your guide expressing something. Okay, so remember, Archangel Raziel is the mystic of the angels, and sometimes it can come in on different levels. Okay. We have Archangel Ariel in the middle of the week, and we have the Earth card. Okay, it's a lovely card. I love this card. It's all about putting down roots and branching out. It's about having the confidence in yourself, to believe in yourself, and to believe that you're capable. Whatever you put your mind to, you can actually achieve if you have that confidence and that courage within yourself. Okay. When you think about it, a tree, a great oak, grows from that little tiny acorn. I don't know if you've ever grown a tree. I mean, I'm growing a sweet chestnut, and it's so fragile. When you think of what it's going to grow into, and you look at the trunks of the big ones, and you look at how fragile that little tiny twig is, where it grows to begin with. So, if you think about it, trees have a belief in themselves. They believe that they're going to find water, and they put their roots down deeper. They believe that the sun's going to shine on them, that they're going to get the nutrients they need, they're going to get the space that they need, and they grow. And because they believe in themselves, they grow. So, I think that's probably why we all feel so drawn to trees, because they symbolise growth, don't they? Okay, we have the Guardian Angel card, which is a special message. Again, I feel, especially with the first card, that this is for some of you on the spiritual path, that messages will be being brought forward, that you will be connecting maybe with new guides, maybe just starting to hear things a little bit clearer than you have before. And quite often when you work with guides, it's actually having the courage and the confidence in yourself to actually listen to them. Okay, it's very easy to go, sorry, look, it's full of cold in this house this week. It's very, very easy to go, oh, that was my imagination, that was my, that was just my little voice saying it, when it's actually one of your new guides coming in. A sign that you've had a new guide coming in is when you get that whistling in your ears, or sometimes just before you're going to sleep, you'll hear something, and it almost startles you, because it's like, oh, where did that come from? Okay, so as I said, I feel for some of you, there will be new guides coming in around you, just helping you to connect, getting on cards. I think we need a little bit of healing. We need Archangel Raziel in this house at the moment. It's not a single one of us not touched by the lurkies. Okay, let's have a look. We have Archangel Zadkiel, and it's the card of forgiveness. When Archangel Zadkiel comes in, he helps us with emotional healing, he helps us with that forgiveness, and quite often, sometimes the forgiveness we have to find is actually within our own hearts, to forgive ourselves. Okay, and there's a lovely heart on that, and that's what I'm really being drawn to when I said that. And there's green on that and blue. Blue is symbolic of the throat chakra, and green is of healing, the heart chakra. And when you put the two together, it kind of goes with that first card, in that something needs to be said, something needs to be spoken, something needs to be heard. It's the throat chakra, the heart chakra going together to bring about the healing. Okay, so sometimes we just need to tell ourselves that we forgive ourselves for past decisions, or past behaviour. Sometimes we need to forgive someone else, not because it's setting them free, but because it's setting us free. Because sometimes that rage that we hold here, it just prevents us from moving forward. And it's almost like we're giving them more power. And sometimes we just need to say, I'll never forget what you've done. But, you know, you're not worth the daily effort of holding a grudge against you. Just, you know, just indifference. Okay? So, you know, so sometimes forgiveness can be, it can come in on lots and lots of different levels. Okay, let's have a look. We have the angel of guidance. A renewed sense of direction and purpose will soon manifest. So, if I just go back briefly, I really feel that this is a very, I would say, more of a spiritual, emotional reading than anything else. You have Archangel Raziel, the mystic of the angels, coming in the beginning. Divine mystery, maybe something you've been thinking about but you're not sure about, maybe you need answers. Maybe if you are on your spiritual path, you're kind of feeling that you're on the right path. The angel of expression is about expressing yourself or allowing somebody else around you to express themselves, okay? It can go both ways, that, okay? But it's something coming out, a truth coming out, or something being said. You know, sometimes when you're on a spiritual path, the one thing you need to be able to say to others is, I'm on this path, and being open about it. I know I hid what I did for a long, long time, and I think it became such a habit that I still don't walk around banging a drum, shall I say. Okay, I mean, you know, unless somebody really pins me down, what do? I don't normally shout about it. Okay, so I think that just came out of habit from being a child, being the only child who you know, I mean, none of my friends were talking about seeing any sort of energies around them or anything like that in the class. None of my friends were talking about, you know, dreams that gave them answers to things. That sense of being able to look at something and getting answers from it, intuitively knowing something, you know, all the feelings I had, they didn't have, you know, none of my friends spoke about having this voice that was telling them to do something or not to do something. It actually kept them safe. So when I look back on all my childhood experiences, all the things I kept very much inside me, because I didn't want people to feel I was being brought up in a very strict Catholic environment, and I didn't want others to feel that maybe I was bad in some way, or you know, or different. So it's really, really easy for somebody on the spiritual path to become very secretive and just to hold all that back inside them. It just becomes a habit, you know, and sometimes you need to express it and you need to be open about what you do, and that can take a lot of courage, which brings me to the middle card, the Earth, the courage card, you know, courage and confidence in yourself to be able to express yourself. So maybe somebody's getting ready to go up on platform, maybe somebody's getting ready to stand in circle and give their first message, you know. You have the special message card that kind of confirms what I've just said there, you know. You know, sometimes it's just speaking out, and I think that's the most important thing. And then Archangel Zadkiel, forgiving all the people that maybe stopped you from taking that path years earlier, forgiving yourself for keeping it a secret, for not standing up for spirit and not being proud of what you do. You know, it can be terrifying. It can be about forgiving other people, this card. As I said, this reading goes out to lots of different people and to lots of different levels. The angel of guidance, a renewed sense of direction and purpose will soon manifest. So once you forgive yourself and once you realise that whatever has been, it's gone, it's history. And, you know, the only thing you can have any control over, the only situation you can control is the present, is the now. Okay, this very moment. And in the blink of an eye, that moment's gone. And if you've wasted it, then you're losing your opportunity to be able to take back control over your future. So every single moment counts. The now counts. The decisions you make now. What you made even 10 minutes ago, you can't go back. There's no rewind button in life. So, you know, so just keep going forward. It doesn't matter if you've had a few lousy chapters. You know, we had a post on page this week which was about, you know, it doesn't matter if your past story was sad. You know, a new chapter can have a happy ending, and it doesn't matter if you've had numerous sad, miserable chapters. You can always turn it around. Okay, if you work in the present, in the now, if you forgive yourself, and if you tell the universe you're ready for them to bring in new direction, okay, like in that last card, okay, a sense of direction, a sense of feeling who you are, of knowing who you are, and moving forward triumphantly. Okay, I think I've got through this and my throat has lasted. I will thank you to all of you. Thank you for supporting the page. I know I always say this, but you know, there's just no excuse really. I'm just inundated with work at the present moment, and being a mum and juggling everything, it's sometimes it's hard. But we get there, and when I do have time, I always make sure that Mystic gets my attention. I will try a little harder, I promise. Okay. Love and light to you all. Bye.